Hey guys, Andy here. This is December 31st, 2023, status update for Volvo 1800ES stuff. So today I basically got two things accomplished. I got the rear glass pulled, which was interesting, and then I got the lower patch panel for the lower front of the rear wheel arch all fabricated and welded in, and that's all ready to go. So let's take a look. If you guys are watching this on YouTube or wherever, yes, this is definitely December 31st, 2023 status update. I am uploading these out of order because a lot of these just have different amounts of content, and I am very, very new at editing content together. So yeah, these are, sorry if these are uploaded out of order and they make less sense. So today I'm going to talk briefly about how I pulled the rear glass. I'm not sure if this is the right procedure or not, but this is basically what worked for me. And a really quick overview of that front rust repair patch panel. Okay, so first off, pulling the rear hatch and some interesting observations that I noticed about it. The first thing you have to do with these is pull these rear latch struts. So I pull these first out of the actual glass. The hood struts attached to the rear glass via these ball joint type things, so they just stick on there. They are held on there via these little clip things. So you basically just have to first pull this little clip thing out of this ball joint, and then using a screwdriver, you just have to be super gentle about it, but they do just basically pop off of here with some very minor, with some minor pressure. These guys are probably will still have some gas pressure in there, so you will have to probably compress it by hand so that it pops off freely. Okay, now this was the super confusing part. This is the wire that attaches to this heating element inside there, and as far as I can tell, this is soldered onto the heating element, this wire. So unfortunately, the only way I could figure out how to remove it was to actually snip this wire here. And then what I'll do when I put it back on is basically just strip some of this off and then re-solder these or solder these back together outside of the car. So yeah, this was very super confusing because I could not find any connectors that were visible outside of the car, and there might be some connectors underneath the headliner. I just don't know. But yeah, if you're pulling this without pulling the headliner, if you guys know a better way other than snipping these, please let me know, and then I'll correct this. But so far, that's the best approach I could come up with. And the hood struts basically are just screwed into these upper attachment thingies, and they just unscrew out of here. These upper ball joints are also held in via the same pin. I tried pulling these off, but they seem to need the minimal amount of force I tried applying to this did not pull them off, so I just went ahead and left these on here for now. They're not bothering anybody. So once you get the rear glass out, you will notice that both of the hinges are really super massively sloppy. So there's the right one, let's see, sloppy this way. The left side is in this direction, back and forth, it's, oh, a good couple of millimeters of slop, quite a bit in the quite a bit left and right. So I did ask on a number of forums, and everybody who has taken this back glass out says this is the way this is supposed to be. They are designed to be this. They are either designed to be this sloppy, or every single one is this sloppy. And it seems to work fine. Evidently, they say that they are this sloppy to allow the glass some wiggle room to keep it from breaking. I don't know, but anyway, that's just the way these cars are according to forums. Anyway, so the other really interesting thing is the left side hinge has this cutout and the right side doesn't. This has a cover piece that goes in here that I already put away. I'm not going to take it out again, but there's a cover piece that goes on here, and I have no idea why these are different. It's just the same same screws from the inside. So if any of you guys have any ideas what is the purpose of this missing notch, that will be super great if you just left a comment. Thanks. So the main reason why I wanted the rear glass pulled is so that I can have a semi-okay way of mounting up this welding blanket inside of the car, because I will have that reinforcement panel here to weld in. So this will be welded from inside of the car, and I wanted to make sure that I don't get any weld spatter here on the glass or headliner. So let's take a look at that lower patch panel that I made. This is just a piece of 20 gauge that I cut out to fit this hole here. This area wasn't too bad because it was rusted from the outside. It looks like it was just stone chips and rocks and junk thrown off the wheel that wore off the paint, which then caused it to rust from the outside. So there wasn't any internal rot. So it was just this rusted area. I cleaned up the rust with a 1/4-inch burr in the die grinder, made it nice and round, and then made this little patch panel. And this is held in the back with magnets. So the first thing I did was just tack weld this in a couple areas, make sure that the patch fits flush with the wheel tub there. Did a little bit, I think, did a little bit of hammer adjustment, and then dropped another 2 tacks on there. So with 4 tacks, it fit perfectly flush. And then I went around and then I stitch welded that entire area in. Looks like in final, fully welded and cleaned up form. Okay, so this patch panel, yeah. My welds are not the best. I don't know, maybe just because I was doing an awkward position welding on this, or the or maybe it was, I don't know. I obviously need a lot more practice welding sheet, but it is a solid weld. It's all ground down. There's no porosity. It's a solid weld. It will hold. It's just not the absolute prettiest thing in the world, and I didn't want to grind too much off this. I still left a fair bit of this proud because this, you know, this is inside of a wheel well. I really don't care super much what it looks like as long as it's a solid weld, and I just didn't want to grind too much off of this to risk weakening it. So, okay, so that's basically where we are at. I have the front panel that is all welded in. That thing was a massive pain, and like I said, I have a lot of video content on that I'm working on actually editing that together. So hopefully I'll have a video about that up here in sometime this coming week or so. That lower panel is all that's welded in, and that side reinforcement piece for the rear seat, that is, it's fabricated, it's held in there with screws, and it is ready to be welded. So once I get that that side panel in, and then some little bit of cleanup on that, I would have finally gotten all of the front parts, the front rust repair of the rear wheel well all finished. So then I can get back to the I can get back to the two original problems, which were what started me down this was this big hole here, which is which I guess they all rust out here, but I have another panel made, and I have some content I have recorded on this. So this when I finish this up, this will be some future part of the series. And then there's a little bit of rust down there. That's really not super bad. That's going to be a pretty easy one. Then here's a rocker panel. Oddly enough, believe it or not, the whole rocker looks really, really good except for this one spot. So I need to make a panel here, and then do some flushing on the inside with Rust 911, and some sealing it with zinc-based paint. Okay, well, that's it for today. Happy New Year's, and thanks for watching, guys.